Now I give the floor to Mr. Dr. Kristian Mojen, who is the co-founder of United Cities organization from Norway.
Dear Azerbaijan, dear UN Habitat, UN family, dear co-hosts here at ANA, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this kind opportunity to present some of our work. And in the light of having listened in for 2 days, I would totally refurbish my presentation. And I will try to do this within the confines of my 4.5 seconds of speaking time. And what I want to leave the audience with is, having come here just over 48 hours ago, a bit reluctantly I must say, being blown away with what I've seen, and now seriously going back to our board to ask, can we move some of our operations here? In particular, our United Future Labs simulation centers to develop Baku as a center for the region for sustainable urban development. That's something we're already discussing, and that would not have happened without this event. What we do, very simply, and we can talk about sustainability all we want, who is going to pay? Where is the money coming from? Who's mobilizing the resources? How do we de-risk these investments? United Cities are not going to spend a lot of time on us. We fund stuff, we have solutions, and we manage a global network of cities and city partners, including a lot of corporates. We do this in partnership with the UN. This is from the signing of a framework agreement to set up our labs in the MENA region, headquartered in Beirut. It's a data hub for all of West Asia to simulate urban solutions across the continent. We have methodologies to do this, developed in partnership with the EU Commission and academic institutions. But all the time, we're looking for opportunities for sustainable value creation, including this image from Beirut, Lebanon. They have a lot of potential. They have a lot of small businesses. How do you begin to connect these businesses, their solutions, to a docking station that affords them future prosperity? It can be made very complicated. That's what I'm doing here. But it's basically a story about, confined by the 2030 Agenda, the Paris Accord, and ambition of net zero prosperity, connecting private sector solutions to the needs of cities and local communities, and using catalytic instruments to do so, including technology, including finance, and always predicated on the data. And what we've been seeing for the last couple of days is an amazing array of data. UN Habitat alone is an amazing repository of data not being used in many instances. Their work is amazing, and we're always looking for ways to explore the potential of this information for sustainable value creation. We do this in part by challenging everyone to uplift their solutions into digital twins, using advanced simulation technologies, the same types of technologies that developed the offshore industry in my country, and de-risking many of the most expensive infrastructure programs in history. And we do this before we start, in this case, building solar plants in the Middle East. It's much cheaper to do it virtually before you blow the mountain away. Of course, as we've heard, not least from Pontus earlier today, it's not just about being smart in terms of IoTs and technology, it's also about people. So everything we do is always linked back to social innovation, to training, to investments in people, because in the end, it's about the capacities for people. But once again, technology can enable this and further de-risk these types of investments. One example of kids walking for their municipalities in the Middle East, converting their steps into tokens that can be put towards infrastructure so they can literally light up their mosque, their school, their street, their hospitals. A couple of weeks ago, we launched this platform together with partners in New York, hosted by Amina and Jeffrey Sachs, one of the architects, two of the architects behind the SDGs. Yet another global example of what we're doing in terms of uplifting the power of networks to resource mobilize towards sustainable development and net zero prosperity. The world is full of solutions looking for opportunities to create value. This one partner alone has a repository of 30,000 solutions proven across 187 countries, many of which are coming from Azerbaijan, by the way, creating potential for sustainable value creation. And working with big partners like my 250,000 colleagues at KPMG, we have the ability to reach at scale a lot of communities with these solutions, with these opportunities. And anyone who's interested can come to our events during COP, both in the blue zone and the green zone, and learn more about the power of this, including, and I think I'll end there, with the big investments we're doing, and hopefully we can do together here, maybe even here at ANA, setting up a center, creating these types of internship programs, because it's also and always about the next generation. How can we draw learning from this, educate people, and rediscover the importance of data, knowledge, science in the work we're trying to do for sustainable value creation? So again, it goes back to these questions that I really care about, and we saw great examples of this yesterday in Agdam. There is high potential to do a lot of things, but you're facing a lot of complex, if not complicated, challenges. This can be resolved through the use of technology, and again, my invitation, we'll see what my board says. That sets up something here in Baku that can begin to serve and expedite, accelerate the development of communities like Agdam and beyond. Not just for Azerbaijan, but hopefully for the wider region. I think you have potential to have a front-runner role in this type of work with the resources and your demonstrated speed of impact. Any questions can be directed to my colleague over there. You heard from him yesterday. He's our ears and eyes on the ground right now, and he would be excited to follow up with anyone. Thank you.